Oh. What are you talking about? You've just been making all kinds of noises. What do you think? Oh. You said everything you needed to say. What? Oh, wow. Wowee. So, I texted Brad a picture today that I'll insert right here. And I said that I feel like a cow. I felt like this with the twins too, but not near as much because I was worried about trying to feed 2 children. But now that I have 1 child here, it's funny because anytime I mention not wanting to have this much of an oversupply, everyone tells me to freeze it, and that's definitely happening. I'm freezing probably 8 ounces a day, and I'm not pumping it all. I'm just collecting from the other side when she eats from one side using my, it's not Haka, it's a different brand, but it has a suction cup on the bottom and will be much less likely to tip over and spill than the Haka. I'll leave a link below for the one that I ended up getting. It's much, much better. So anyway, my clogged duct situation went away completely. It was like magic. I did everything I could that one day, and then by the end of the day it was finally better. But today it feels like it's starting again. It's same spot, same side. And this little girl is eating everything she possibly can. I want to weigh her when we get home a little bit later. I have a baby scale. And so she's eating as much as she possibly can, and I'm still like uncomfortable and still collecting some milk. So I'm just waiting for things to regulate. I know it can take up to like 6 weeks, I think, to really regulate, but that's where we're at there in breastfeeding. She's doing really well. She's a really good eater, but will occasionally, I don't know if it's just that like I have too much of a letdown or whatever, but she'll like gulp and then choke. She hates it. It makes her really upset, and then it seems like the whole rest of the feeding is just off. So not ideal, but I think that's happening less and less. It's just frustrating when it happens like at 2 in the morning when I'm trying to get through the feeding as quickly as possible and get her back down so we can all go back to sleep. But
You don't have to follow me everywhere.
Rusty,
Rusty?
do you have food in your pocket?
No.
Oh. Oh, right when I shut the camera off, we got a big smile. Oh, okay, I'm glad I captured that.
Cry.
Mm-hmm. Oh. You can tell her that for every hiccup, you'll give her $1. And she's done. Why do you have your foot on the table? Oh. Why do you have your foot on the table?
Why is your cat on the table?
Why is your cat on the table? Some people are really offended by a cat being on the table.
I repeat, the cat is on the table.
What are you eating?
Orange.
Is it good? Yeah? You like oranges, don't you?
Rich,
You don't like oranges?
Rich, did you get the fireplace?
Oh, this is our first fire in the fireplace.
This thing puts out some serious heat.
I like how the ambiance is just so enhanced by the potty sitting in front of it. Hashtag toddler house. Yeah, and that's really warm. You can do it without the heat too?
Yeah.
Like just for the
You
fire?
can set the temperature.
Oh, cool. Are you all done? All done. Tonight was totally leftover night for dinner, wasn't it, guys? We had quite the smorgasbord. Okay, he's all done. Do you think the smoker's the most favorite thing you've ever bought in your whole life? Besides my engagement ring.
Yes, good night, Eloise.
I think you say nice. That probably means you just touched her. Touched her.
Um,
Uh-oh.
As of late, yes.
Yeah. So this is a pork butt, which I guess is the shoulder. It says pork shoulder butt, like when I was buying it.
Got a little aggressive there.
On the thinnest part. It's gonna be salty. So it's like 8:10. Thank you for closing the door, Lindell. 8:10 on Tuesday night. And tomorrow, Eloise has her hearing checkup. So they're rechecking the hearing in her right ear.
Hang on, buddy, let me...
Like more extensively, and they want her sleep deprived and hungry so that when I get there, I can feed her and hopefully she'll go to sleep. I think what they don't realize is at this age, sleep begets sleep. So you sleep deprive a baby and then they're not gonna sleep. They're hard to make sleep. But I will oblige. The problem is I'm driving there. I'm going by myself with Eloise, and infants tend to fall asleep in the car. Uh-oh, who is that, Bear?
Bear.
Yeah, that's Bear. Bear, who's that?
Eloise.
That's right. Is that your baby sister?
Eloise.
Eloise. What's your baby sister's name? Yep, she's your baby sister too. What's your last name?
That's
That's right. Oh, you wanna see? What's your name? Lindell? Lindell June? Barron? Porter? Engelbart. They like saying Engelbart. Eloise? Whoa. They even go to the extent of saying our nanny's name is Carrie, and they'll say Carrie Engelbart and Daddy Engelbart.
Daddy Engelbart.
So I need to get everything ready to go tonight because Brad works at the prison tomorrow, which means he's leaving the house. You don't work at the prison tomorrow? I'm really messed up on my days. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Phew! On Thursdays he works at the prison.
Not the country.
Yeah. That would be quite the commute. Baby Eloise.
You're so strong.
I know, she's already holding her head up.
Big time.
Look at that.
She's like a
So we're
power lifter.
really hoping tomorrow goes well and that we can check the hearing thing off of our list of concerns.
So if she passes the hearing test, then can we not need to do that testing?
Maybe. I'll ask the pediatrician specifically said that she asked the genetic counselor if that was the case. The pediatrician said that she would still want to do it. I think just based on the kidney issue alone. He's handing it to you saying thank you. All right, are you ready to read a book and go to bed?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Nope. How many toes do you have?
Sarah, can you put that back? Thank you.
How many toes do you have? You want to count them? 1, 2, tickle. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tickle. Bear, how many toes do you have? Can you count to 5? What comes after 5? 6? What's after 6? Engelbart's.
So Rach just asked if the smoker was like my favorite toy that I've ever bought. It's a pretty close race between the Pico Brew. This is the Pico Brew C and the smoker. The thing is, I kind of took a hiatus from brewing beer. Like I didn't drink. I had a total of 2 beers while Rachel was pregnant. So I didn't drink really while Rachel was pregnant. So I didn't brew beer, obviously. So took kind of a year off. So now I'm getting back into it. And I just kegged a gourd beer. So instead of a pumpkin, it's a gourd beer. So should be pretty good.
She really only cries when you hold her.
Because my nipples don't work.
That's right. So in church Sunday, I knew she was kind of getting close to probably wanting to eat, and my dad really likes to hold her. And so I'm just holding her and she's sleeping, and my dad, he was sitting in the row behind us, and he leans up and he's like, can I hold her? So I'm like, okay. Handed her over, and then within like a couple of minutes she started crying. Then after church, some of our friends came over and were like, what did you do to her that she started crying while you were holding her? And they were just joking. And I said that his nipples don't work. And then my mom's like, you said nipple in church. It's just anatomy. She is in her cluster feeding time of the evening, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
There's not much that can't be fixed by a little cluster feeding.
That's right.
Unless you're cluster feeding on the wrong person.